Hey everyone, AstroNerdBoy here. Time for part 17 of our Outer World series. It's been weeks since I last played, but we'll figure it out. The only thing I remember is I'm on Monarch, but I can't believe there's that much more to do on Monarch. But we are going to see what we will see. And hopefully... well, we're in Cascadia on Monarch, and a storm has brewed in. Hello. Alright. Alright, so let's see what kind of quest we have going. So we're still on Canid's Cradle. So I have not returned the module. This is the one I want to do. Convince MSI in the Iron class to negotiate. So it looks like I need to go return to Sanjar with Zora's data. So we may as well do that. And see what happens. Hello. That's a scary looking mask. Where's my other buddy? There you are. That one's not so scary, but just weird looking. And hey, we get another transition screen. Because that's the way it has to be. Because that's the way we apparently like it. Alright, so let's find out what Sanjar wants.
Any luck bringing the Iconoclast to the bargaining table? I don't like the idea that they'll be trying for that module while we delay.
Give him Zora's review. I found Zora's review.
Very well. I can't promise anything, but let's see what we have here. Well, it seems like she's actually very qualified.
If it weren't for her, I'd wager the Iconoclast would have died off a while ago.
I wasn't expecting to say this, but if you can put her in charge and convince her to agree to a meeting, I'd be willing to discuss terms.
All right, sounds like a plan. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, good. I couldn't remember what the quick save was. All right. Well, yeah, it snows in April. Goes. Yeah, we've been having some snow. I don't know how much. I should go look. All right. So journal. All right. So now then the next thing is we need to go to the map. Regional. And we'll fast travel over there. Yeah, it can easily snow into May. It won't hang around long. It's actually been a little bit cooler than normal. So a lot of times April snows are here today, gone tomorrow.
Captain, we should chat. Graham's got the right idea, but he isn't the right guy to execute it. I don't even think he's motivated by philosophism anymore. I think he's just guilt-ridden. can't believe I'm even saying this, but I keep going over and over it in my head, and the only way I see the Iconoclast surviving is we depose him.
So let's go. See, I'm with you there. Let's go talk to him.
Okay. Deep breaths. This is what's best, Sora. Time to save Monarch.
Alright, so we're going to have to follow her up.
Captain, you must be back with the access codes to our new ship.
Graham, we need to talk.
We have work to do. This isn't the time for one of our spats.
Let's see what I want to say. I'm sorry, Graham, but Zora's taken over. Or do I want to say stand down, Graham? Let's say stand down, Graham.
Stand down? I'm afraid I don't understand, Captain.
You're running the Iconoclast into the ground, and I don't believe it'll get better after we take Stellar Bay. The troops take orders from me already, and you've brought me as far as you can down the eternal path. It's time to step down.
The troops? Listen to you. This isn't an army. They aren't soldiers. They're believers. Followers. They pick up a gun because you tell them to, not because they want to. And you, Captain, after all you've done for me, for us, you throw behind this mutinous blasphemer?
I do. She's got the best interest of the Iconoclast at heart.
I built this movement from the ground up. I've brought freedom to Monarch, and all these years later, we're still free.
I joined because I believed that you were in it for the Iconoclasts. That you wanted nothing more than to bring freedom to Halcyon. That you were selfless. But I know the truth now, Graham. I know what happened in Amber Heights. You didn't start this movement because you wanted to save us. You wanted to save yourself.
No.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this. That's the problem when you don't play for a while. you forget previous things that you learn. And it's literally weeks between when I get to play thanks to work. Let's see. So option one is does this on your hands? You ran. I'm gonna say option 3. You don't seek enlightenment. You just feel guilty.
Guilty? I didn't mean for them to die. I'm not a monster. Of course I feel fucking guilty. I've spent years atoning for my sins. I've studied, meditated, taught. I built the Iconoclasts so that any man could cast away his past for a fresh start.
That's your answer, Graham? You needed a fresh start? After all those innocent lives? I'm sorry. I believed in you once. I did. But it's over. Stand down.
I won't. What happened back then was a mistake, and the colony has moved on. This is my movement. These are my people. If you want to lead them, you'll have to kill me.
That isn't necessary.
Please. Don't make me do this, Graham.
If this is where my path ends, I accept it. But as long as I draw breath, I will not abandon them.
So be it.
Well.
Take your best shot, asshole.
Well, Captain, here we are. Killed a lot of people in the name of the Iconoclasts, and it never feels right. But this time, it's especially wrong. You've got the... Void held me. I'll never remember what that thing is called. The device from the ship. Do you have it?
Hold on. I was thinking you and Sanjar could join forces.
I've thought about it, but I think we're too far gone. Pulling Carlotta's support was crossing a line.
Sanjar has corporate resources you could use to spread the message.
You know, Captain, I never thought about that. Maybe he could be taught the eternal truth. Spread the message from within the corporations. All right. If he's willing to talk, I'll give him a chance.
I've already spoken to him. He agrees to meet.
Well then. I've got to prepare a few just-in-case measures. But when you're ready, let's meet at the old OSI church outside Stellar Bay.
Okay. Wow, man, he doesn't have anything to loot. I think I've already looted everything in here. Just because it was out of sight, out of mind. Bummer. Well, I was hoping there would be a peaceful way to deal with that, but probably not. Took a wrong turn, I think. Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, it's only 2 pieces of light ammo. I don't need that. All right. So if we look at the journal, so we need to go to the old OSI church outside Stellar Base Southern Gate. So we may as well travel over there. So there's no fast travel marker over here. That is the closest that we get to everything. I wasn't sure what the heck that was. Alright.
Reminds me of the crew cabin on one of my first ships.
Of course, I'm running in here, and there could have been nasties could have retaken residence. Oh, that's the church. There's an MSI commander. There's an iconoclast. And just for fun.
I don't have time for this. Watch yourself out there.
Yeah, if you say so.
Hey, thanks for coming.
I wish I'd had more time to prepare a proper analysis on the costs and benefits of your proposed union, but I suppose we'll have to improvise.
That's the spirit.
Gotta admit, I really thought I was walking into a trap here. I'm ready.
I get the feeling this is gonna take a while.
Sanjar, Stellar Bay's got food and walls. And my people need both. If you'll have us, we're willing to share the space.
Do you have any idea what that would cost? Why, drawing up the budget alone is going to take weeks.
Let's see. If you draw up a budget, I'd appreciate a paycheck. This game sometimes is too funny. What if the iconoclast just supported your supply lines?
Not good enough. I need to move a fair amount of my people into the city. We need shelter, Captain.
Let's go with persuade. I'm not saying live outside, just help out in the wilderness once in a while.
Suppose some of our healthier folk could offer aid. Some of us need to stay in the city proper, though.
Well, I'll be damned. If you two can work together, maybe there's some hope for this place after all.
Truly, a compromise? I'm not sure I'd ever have heard as much from Graham.
Graham was a murderous fiend, and I'd be shocked if you didn't already know that.
Let me think how we want to do this. I don't think Sanjar would have hurt anyone if he knew he didn't agree to it.
Void take his agreement. He stood by and let it happen.
This feels like one of those times when everyone at headquarters but me is laughing at something, but you two aren't laughing.
Amber Heights, you haulhead. 10 years ago, Graham had all those people killed.
What? That's not possible. Even for him, that's going too far.
It is. We found correspondence between him and the pirates.
But that means... I had no idea, I swear. Look, we were both fed up with corporate leadership, but I never guessed he'd do something like that.
I think I believe him. He's just dumb enough to mean it.
You can't take bureaucrats at their word. You back someone into a corner like this, and they'll say anything to get out of it.
Let's see. We could go with option 1. Uh-oh. Oh, my controller tried to take over. Why? Hold on. There we go. Not sure why my controller tried to take over there. I play the game on keyboard and mouse on the PC, so I don't know why the yeah, I don't know why the controller tried to jump in there. Very weird, but whatever. Let's see. So I could tell her to back off a bit. I could tell Sanjar, your leader, take responsibility. I'm gonna go with option 2.
Very well. I suppose my ignorance is no excuse. I knew Graham for years. I should have done my due diligence and known exactly who I was working with. Surely you know what that's like.
Yeah, I do. Okay, if you're willing to house and supply some of us, I'll have our more capable soldiers help out.
Okay. I am going to have to unplug my controller. I do not know why it keeps wanting to take over like that. That is very weird. Even after I unplugged it, it's still wanting to go with controller options. Let's see. Glad to hear it. I'm hopeful about this alliance.
As am I. Oh, I can feel my blood pressure lowering already.
Woohoo!
Thanks for coming out, Sanjar. I, guess I'll see you at Stellar Bay.
Gotta be honest, Captain. Never thought I'd see the day. You've done a good thing for Monarch here.
Don't know how you managed to get Zora and Sanjar in the same room.
I bet you'll like Rebecca. What's up?
Let's talk about this Gorgon job.
Sure.
How are you feeling about it?
Right now, I'm feeling like a Canid following a trail of treats. Like I'm being misled at best. At worst, walking into a trap. Keep those eyes open, Captain. What's up?
That's it. Where's Ellie?
So, we're just gonna march straight into Byzantium and acquire some rare chemicals right under the board's nose? I sure hope you negotiated for a raise with this Phineas guy.
Why'd you say that?
Ever notice how this job gets bigger and more dangerous every time he calls in? He's asking a lot, Captain. Makes me wonder what your angle is.
Phineas is trying to do good for the colony, and I want to help.
I knew a doctor like him once. He had a patient complaining of ankle pain, so he amputated the man's foot. Wasn't even the right one.
Nice.
Point is, good intentions don't count for shit. And nothing's more dangerous than a crusader with a cause. Besides, none of this is your mess, so why go dirtying your hands with it?
I could do option 4. That's not. If Halcyon goes down, we all do. We all do. I'll do what I can to fix it.
Guess I hadn't looked at it that way. Still, Phineas isn't your only option. The board's put a bounty on his head, and they've got more than enough bits to pay it. I've got no love for the corporations, but they know how to take care of their people. The ones at the top, anyway.
The board's corrupt.
Everyone is. The board just pays the best. I know you want to save the day, but don't forget to look after yourself. No one else out here's going to.
Ah, Ellie, I didn't know you cared.
Hey, don't get any ideas. I'm just making sure you last long enough to pay me at the end of this. Anything else?
What do you think about Zora and Sanjar coming to terms?
Things on Monarch have really cooled off. I didn't think MSI and the Iconoclast would ever talk. Outside of shouting four-letter words, I mean.
It just goes to show you there's always a peaceful option.
Sure. And fish sticks are really made from Saltuna. Look, I won't knock the work you did. I'm sure they'll have a good cry, look through old photographs, share a pint of premium double chocolate cacao gelato. But sooner or later, things will go back to the way they were. People don't change. Not really.
That was a very specific image.
Well, who hasn't been there? Anyway, I'd hate to see you get broken up if this thing between them doesn't last.
Nice to know you care.
Hey, let's not make this out to be more than it is. Though, come to think of it, this whole episode reminds me of something I've been meaning to do.
What's that?
I haven't actually talked to my folks in a while. Shocking, right? Anyway, it's probably about time I paid them a visit. Given the dangerous life I lead, they've got to be worried sick.
Of course. Just let me know how I can help.
Whoa, let's calm down. I'm not asking for a favor or anything. I'm just suggesting we stop by. When we're in the neighborhood.
Of course.
See, I'm originally from Byzantium, born and raised. I know that probably comes as a big surprise.
And now you just want to catch up with him?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm proud of you, Ellie. Of course you should reconnect with your parents.
Reconnect is a strong word. And, I was thinking you'd come too.
Okay, we'll go.
Great. And when we get there, draw out your rough edges a bit. If you've got an outfit you haven't washed in a while, maybe one with some blood stains, wear that one.
What?
Oh, and help yourself to the good snacks and put your feet on the coffee table. Mother hates that.
It's almost like you want me on my worst behavior.
That's the idea. Anything else?
Let's talk about the Gorgon job.
If there's one thing you could say about Lucky Montoya, he was always at the center of a story. Guess this is fitting.
You knew Lucky Montoya?
Sure. Like Ada said, he was a big name among freelancers. I met him at Lost Hope once. He was buying rounds for everyone and telling a story about one of his jobs. Pretty sure half of it was made up.
Why do you say that?
You ever get the feeling someone's just trying too hard?
Yep.
I'm gonna ignore that bit of subtext, Captain. There was just something about Montoya I couldn't quite trust. He was always the center of a room, and he slapped a lot of backs to stay there.
You think he was all talk?
Yeah. I'm trying to say that if he screwed this job up, that's on him. I still like our odds. He may have had a rep, but you're more capable than he ever was.
Wow, Ellie, that's nice of you to say.
Hey, don't get used to it. What's on your mind?
Any idea what happened to Lucky?
From his arm? The decay makes it hard to tell. Could be a lot of things. Torn off by something with big teeth, torn off by something with big claws, torn off by someone with a moderately sharp blade. Or maybe he just got too close to heavy machinery.
Well, that's always a possibility. Anyway.
Sure. Something on your mind?
What can you tell me about Byzantium?
It's like one of those stuffy art gallery pieces. Looks okay from far off, but once you get close, you realize it's just some mismatched shit everyone's agreed to overpay for. Even the bribes are overpriced.
Why'd you leave?
The real question is, why didn't I leave sooner? There's all these invisible rules, and everyone spends all their energy just trying not to break them.
What do you mean?
I was a top-tier surgeon, but I could hardly open a pack of gauze without 10 people signing off first.
So you had to deal with red tape. What of it?
That's no way to live. People call Byzantium the jewel of Halcyon, but really, it's just paste. Everything's polished and bureaucracy. Take a close look and you'll see it's deader than anywhere else in the colony.
I need a lay of the land. Anything I should know?
Don't trust anyone, don't touch anything, and whatever you do, don't show your teeth when you smile.
Why not?
People are extremely competitive about cosmetic dentistry. It can get ugly.
Must have been interesting growing up there.
Interesting like a colonoscopy. I trained as a surgeon. More my folks' idea than mine, but I made the best of it.
Sounds like there's a but to this story.
Lots of them, unfortunately. I even sculpted a few. Turns out Byzantines are more concerned with having square shoulders and a good profile than, well, anything else.
Alright, well, I guess we'll end
That's
that.
what I've been saying.
Alright, let's go. Okay. We're not going to Byzantium just yet. That's the new side quest, not doing that. Or the new, that's the new DLC. And we're not doing that yet. Let's see, that's on Roseway. I don't think that's here. Distress signal. Alright, that's on Roseway. Celia. I think I gotta go back to Groundbreaker for something, and I don't remember what. Alright. I have to go back to Groundbreaker for this. I think I will do that for sure. Alright, Byzantium. Alright, that sends me back to Edgewater. Wow. That's on Celia. So we have finished all of the Monarch quest. Wow. There's a body in the corner. Alright. Well, I don't know what that book was about, but we apparently forgot to loot it last time we were here. Alright, Wow. That's an MSI guard. Wow. Or they just from when they were leaving earlier. Could be from when they were leaving earlier. But it would be pretty wild if, you know, they start doing patrols out here and, you know, reclaimed this. Where's the ship? So we're gonna fast travel back over here. Get on the ship. And I think we're gonna go to Stella Bay. Not Stella Bay. Jeez. Go back to or maybe it is whatever the bloody colony ship turned space station is. You have acquired book. What does that mean? I think I've got mods over here somewhere. Alright. I think I was stashing like science weapons and certain pristine things over here. Let's do that. Just for the fun of it. Well, these are probably just energy. Nothing special. The science ones. Yeah, the science ones. I'm going to leave that one there. I'm going to bring this there. This is pristine, so I'll leave that there. Is there anything pristine? Probably not. Well, actually, I was going to say I just saw one. I have no idea why. It probably doesn't even matter. But it's one of those things. Alright, so these are the mods. Let's do transfer. Mods. Ah! Well, that's annoying. I got pristine mods too. There should have been a method to, instead of just take all, to transfer all. Because E, if you just hit E, it sends one over. But if you hit hold E, it takes everything back, which is kind of dumb. Kind of dumb, if you ask me. Which, of course, no one has. What do you want to say? Let's go around talking to the crew.
I could probably spend years fixing this boat, stem to stern.
What are your thoughts on Gorgon?
It's a shame about what happened to that lucky fella. Maybe finishing what he started will help put his spirit to rest.
You poked around the Unreliable. Find any records of Lucky Montoya?
Not a word. And I've been sticking my nose in every one of our stately ladies' crannies, stem to stern. Oh, law. That sounds untoward, don't it?
Yes.
That ain't what I meant. Point is, Captain, Mr. Hawthorne left all kinds of scribblings behind panels and under consoles, but ain't a lick of it mentioned Mr. Lucky.
You know, I don't even remember who
So
Mr.
whatever
Lucky
they got
is.
up to in the past must have been really extra secret.
I wonder if that's for that
And
one
lots of
DLC.
fun.
Let me know if you find anything.
Sure thing, Captain.
How are you feeling about this job right now?
It sure is lonely out here on the edge of the colony. Anything could happen, and ain't no one gonna come to help us.
All right, that's all about Gorgon.
Alrighty. You change your mind, you just holler. You know, whoever wired this ship up had no idea what they were doing.
All right, break time's over. Let's go up the ladder. And what is this thing? Vocational competence. Choosing to respect. Oh, no, no. No. No, 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 no. Okay. I see what that is. I did not want to do that, and thankfully did not let me. Alright. Nothing going on in the engine room. Up, Miss Tessmacher.
Hey, Cap.
What's with the Raptidon in your room?
Oh, that's just Frida. She's the first rapt I ever killed. I had her preserved.
I gotta look in her room. I don't remember a Rapt. How long ago was this?
It had been when I was a kid, so something on the order of 20 years. My parents were very proud.
You've had that head for 20 years?
Oh, sure. Once in a while, I've got to bury her and come back later. She's a big girl. Tough to lug around. But she's been with me a while, so...
That moment it starts to stink. I want it off my shit. Oh, man. Mind if I talk to it once in a while? I'm going to say that.
Her. And of course, she's a great conversationalist. Never argues, never judges.
Very good. All right. Let's see. The crew quarters are, yeah, down this way. Let's see what this head is. There it is. Okay, so I do vaguely remember it. What the heck? Oh, it's wrapped in on Musk. How's the refrigerator dough? So she's got all this stuff, and she's got all the animals. That makes sense. And then, of course, all her boozing. The framed photo of Nyoka's crew.
Something on your mind?
Nah, looks like we got everything said elsewhere. Okay. Trauma kit. Those are drugs. Oh, that's her leather jacket. Looks new.
I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm sure you know what that's like.
Yeah, all the time.
Something vexing you, Captain?
What's your take on this whole Gorgon business?
Perhaps it's just my judicious nature, but I think we should be careful if we're following up on this lucky fellow's message.
Why do you say that?
I've always felt caution as the best approach when one has delivered a message attached to a severed limb.
Okay, yeah, this was the DLC. Noted, but what do you think of what he was saying?
Well, all we have to go on is that overly dramatic message, but I think it's safe to say this lucky fellow's upper story is lacking in the gray matter department. It doesn't strike me as a setup, but I still advise caution.
So you think we should look into it?
Why not? It is what we do, isn't it?
All right.
As always, I am at your disposal. Something vexing you, Captain?
Nah, I think that's it. So this is a crew we don't have. I think there's someone we're missing on. I don't remember where. Alright, doesn't look like there's anything new here. The drinks cabinet looks new though. And the banner. And the lanterns. Ah.
I like what you've done with the place. Kitschy collectibles are such a human inclination.
Good old Ada. Alright, we're missing people. aren't we? Yeah, maybe. Well, where's Ellie?
Captain, I was about to watch the latest episode in Halcyon Helen's thrilling serial adventure.
All right, we just got some sort of new quest, I think. All right, let's talk to her.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
You mentioned an Aetherwave drama. I'd like to see it.
Certainly, Captain. I was hoping you would ask.
I'm sure you are. Okay. It's a movie.
It was the law-forsaken parasites.
Where's my subtitles? I always have subtitles when I watch things. Come on, girl, give me my subtitles.
I had become obsessed. My quest to stop them. To avenge my partner, Philip. And my ex-partner, Bernice.
There's a
and
roach.
Lieutenant
Kill
Jurgen.
it.
And those two informants had brought me to Rizzo's distillery.
I said kill the roach.
But it wasn't just the triple distilled deliciousness of Rizzo's Spectrum brand vodka that I found there.
It's Diablo. Thank you.
It was death. I made sure the Brain Eaters paid the price. But at what cost to me?
That was going right up her nose hole. So I wonder if this was part of the original vanilla game. Oh, now it went to color all of a sudden.
It's you.
This is like that poster.
This is the Halcyon News Network with breaking news. Halcyon Helen has been murdered. Administrator Ludovico of Rizzo's refused to answer the big question on everyone's mind. Who will Spectrum Vodka's next spokesperson be? Claiming that a special investigation must be concluded first.
Captain, we have a communication coming in from one Administrator Ludovico.
Get off the transmission, Cedric. We agreed to let me do the negotiating. Law be with you, friend. I am Administrator Ludovico of the famed Eridanos Atmospheric Complex. But there's no need to stand on formality. You may address me as Mr.
I wonder if this is another... Oh, this is. This is the second DLC. Let me guess. This is about Halcyon Helen's murder.
Her death is the tragedy of our lifetime. As the face of our new product line, her murder is a stain on the Rizzo's brand. She was scheduled to unveil our newest product, Spectrum Brown, before this tragic event. But we cannot move forward with our unveiling until we apprehend the killer.
And your first thought was to come to me?
All right, Ludovico, that's enough. You don't know what you're doing. Let me handle this. Captain Hawthorne, Sublight's favorite freelancer. I'm such an admirer of your work.
I'm sure.
Cedric Kincannon, Sublight Underground. I'm so glad we're hiring a third-party investigator. No one wants to see a troop of UDL guards stomping all over my hotel. Least of all me. The murder of Halcyon Helen is a heinous assault on this colony.
I'm sure it is.
I look forward to watching you find the miscreant responsible and drag them out of the shadows.
I'm having trouble seeing the death of a 2-bit actor as an assault on the colony.
2-bit actor? Oh, Captain. This isn't Spencer Woolrich we're talking about. This is Halcyon Helen, Princess of Periodicals, Duchess of Dramaturgy. You would not believe the money she made us on Dissident Busters.
Dissident
For
Busters!
law's sake, Cedric, could you show a little discretion and not bring up your contraband operations in front of an outsider?
You're the murderer!
Ludovico, you wound me. I'm
You're both the
establishing
murderer.
rapport with our new contractor. Let's not give him the impression that you can't be trusted.
Do you really want to do this right now, Cedric? You want to antagonize me while I'm negotiating a contract? Because I promise you, I'll win.
Don't want to let them argue. I want to insult them both. Alright,
We can do this anytime you want. I'll even make an appointment. I'm sure your schedule's wide open. What with your product launch being indefinitely delayed due to unforeseen murder.
All right, Cedric. If that's how you want to behave, I have no choice but to file an official reprimand on your permanent record.
Woo.
Oh, please do. I'd love an official reprimand from a failed executive. Could you do me a favor and have it laminated?
Could we please stop this nonsense?
Oh, party number 3.
Captain, I'm Constable Maria Keene. Hiring a third-party investigator was my idea. I've been studying your dossier. You're reliable and competent.
That's right.
You've been taking care of yourself ever since you arrived on Halcyon. And you're entirely independent.
Well, I do have a crew.
As far as I'm concerned, you're the ideal inspector for this case.
I see. Shouldn't this be the constable's job, Constable?
I hate to admit it, but I'm a little out of my depth here. I'm used to dealing with rowdy VIPs from Byzantium, not murder. Please, Captain, I'm asking you to help us. While you're pursuing your investigation, we'll make you a guest of honor at the Grand Colonial.
I'll come lounge around and then decide. Alright, I'll just say I'm going in all the way. You can count on me.
The future of our complex may depend on
That's
your
how my
success.
character is anyway.
I'll leave you in the constable's care. Mr. Kincannon and I must have a word.
Fine. But Rizzo's is paying for that hotel room.
I can't tell you how grateful I am for your help. And even though they may not show their gratitude, I know Administrator Ludovico and Mr. Kincannon appreciate your involvement. Mr. Kincannon could lose his spaceport if board authorities took over the investigation, and if Rizzo's is forced to cancel its unveiling, we might never recover.
That must have been pretty popular if her death could put an end to your operations.
Helen was more than popular. She gave something to this colony that no product line could ever provide. Real happiness. No one has ever been as well known or as well loved. Outside of our courageous business leaders.
You sound a bit worn out.
Me? Worn out? Perish the notion. My days are filled with catering to the oh-so-reasonable requests of Mr. Ludovico and Mr. Kincannon. What's not to like?
They seem like jackasses.
Your words, not mine. Please don't take my lack of disagreement as anything other than fatigue. I am a content, productive, and happy member of our society.
Those two seem to have some issues.
The administrator oversees Rizzo's operations. Cedric runs the hotel and the spaceport. They're always at each other's throats. My life would be so much easier if they'd simply learn to work together.
You seem competent. You could have dealt with this.
I represent the law, Captain. But what's happening between Mr. Kincannon and the administrator is politics. Politics are not my area of expertise. The law is simple. Politics are complicated.
Well, relax. They're nothing I can't handle.
I'm pleased to hear that. From everything I've heard, you're a competent freelancer.
Very good.
And at the risk of sounding impertinent, we desperately need the help of someone competent. Thank you for your time, Captain. Whenever you're ready, I've authorized the Unreliable to land at the Grand Colonial.
Thanks. I've got everything I need.
Transmission terminated. Captain, we are now cleared to land at the Eridanos atmospheric complex.
What can you tell me about Eridanos?
Eridanos is a hydrogen-helium gas giant, distinguished by a well-defined ring system. The Eridanos atmospheric complex is a system of land masses propelled through a thin layer of the upper atmosphere, where humans are potentially capable of surviving.
I don't know why they're trusting me to catch Halcyon Helen's killer.
There are several reasons why someone would hire your services. In descending order of likelihood, they are as follows. Desperation, confusion, mistaken identity, inebriation, and genuine faith in your abilities.
I love you too, Ada. You're the best. I can always count on you. Alright, let's do a hard save here. Been a while since we've done that. Alright, we go to character skills. Alright. Well, now. I really came up short on the old lockpick before. That's just because I like getting information and stuff. Alright, we're going to do that, I guess. Alright, and then perks. Oh man, it's been so long, I don't remember what perks I need for the thingy I'm doing. Well, I'm not a melee person. I'm not doing this solo. Any subsequent attack made on the same target while in time. I don't remember what TDD says. Something dilation. Deals increased damage. This effect is cumulative. Leaving TTD resets the damage increase. Oh, tactical time dilation. That's what TTD is. Huh. Well, that would allow me to line up a shot real fast. That actually seems pretty good. That's probably pretty good too. I don't care about science. That might be okay, but I try to keep myself. Alright, we'll just do this. Alright, so journal. Alright, we got something. Codex. I don't need to read anymore though. Oh, Pavrati. Looks like she got a new skill. I guess I'll give her the unique. Alright, everyone else pretty much the same. Okay, so let's go back to quest. Oh, I saw it in red and I thought that this meant that something bad happened, but no, it's just okay. It's all right. I haven't botched any. Well, so far. So, okay. So this is the one. We need to go back to Groundbreaker.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? I request you do not wake me if I am sleeping upon your return.
Alright, so let's go back to Groundbreaker.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
Let's see. So we got, yeah, I think there's that guy on the deal that we need to pick up. Well, we could do Ellie. Well, we could just leave those two. That's fine. So normally I would fast travel, but I want to go by that kid because I know he joins the crew. And I think I know that from having watched others play. Oops. There we go, there he is.
Smell that? Recycled air never tasted so good.
Recycled, manufactured, and paid for, more like.
Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me.
You're pretty eager to throw in with someone you barely know.
Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
All right, Felix, tell me why I should hire you.
You're serious? You're giving me a shot? All right. Hang on.
Look.
I put together a little speech, just in case you asked. Hey there. I'm Felix Millstone. I have prepared a list of reasons why I believe you should hire me to join the crew of your ship and/or outlaw gang.
I'm enjoying this. Go on.
Firstly, I am highly personable, and I get along well with anyone who is not of the jackass persuasion. Secondly, I can be counted on in the event of a firefight, standoff, and/or raid. My motto is, if you need a steady gun hand, I'm your man. That motto is it's a work in progress.
All right, we're gonna let him continue.
Additionally, I have several years of experience as a box hauler. This skill may come in handy if you need a body dragged away or a door held open while escaping enemy fire. In conclusion, thank you for considering me for your ship crew and/or outlaw gang. I look forward to our adventures together. What do you think? Am I in?
Dragging off bodies, shootouts, what kind of ship do you think I'm running?
The fun kind? I mean, what else do you do when you got a ship of your own?
Well, that's a good answer. Welcome aboard.
Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not going to regret this.
All right, so I'm going to send Yoka back.
Well, this'll be interesting, huh?
All right, so Felix joins the party. And Felix gets skills. What's this? Increase your persuade skill by... Oh, that's good. Definitely want that. Felix deals bonus damage to targets suffering from cower. Huh. Alright, we'll give him that too. Oh, interesting. When Felix is in the party, you and your companions deal bonus damage to corporate enemies. Well, that could come in useful for sure. Felix deals increased damage when using tossball weapons. Interesting. We'll give him that too. Alright. So, Mr. Felix, you do have a tossball stick. Alright. And what kind of ranged weapon are you using? Heavy. Let's see. Well, well, we got plenty of ammo, so. But let's trade. Let's get you. Get you something. Yeah, melee weapon skills I don't give a rat's rear about. What is this? Yeah, defense skills. It might not be too bad. Okay. Lockpick plus 5. Should probably give this to Nyoka. And let's see. The additional persuade is a good. The additional hack is good too. All right, let's. Always trying to figure out what I want to do. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. He gets the pink armor. Now welcome to the party. All right. All right. So we picked up Felix, so now we've got him, and I think the robot is the only other companion.
Hey, be careful with those crates, huh? My cargo's worth a lot of money.
Well, you probably should have insured it then.
Actually, while we're over here, let's sell off some stuff. We got 5,000 rounds. All right, so we're not doing bad. We could always use more heavy ammo, though. Wow, hey, that's worth a lot. Well, Ah, I got a bit of a cough there. Well, a lot of this stuff. Well, that's 10. What was the other one? Of course, I could swap out and put, you know, I'll save both. I don't need that now. I mean, we got plenty of space, so it's not like we're hurting. Hadn't heard that particular ditty in a while.
So you're really running around with us now, huh?
Sure am. I'm a part of the crew now. Got my own bunk and everything.
You know, Felix, now that you're a real pirate, I should induct you into the Pirate's Code of Silence.
Ooh, the Code of Silence. What's that?
It means you agree not to talk for a very long time.
Yep. All right.
Rizzo's lemon slap. Slap your whole family tonight.
Slap your whole family tonight. It should be around the bend here. It's not the best choice. Oh, we gotta go upstairs. So.
Near this complete breakfast.
And yep.
That gas is going to make us a fucking mint. 120-some cubic meters of it, at 1,000,000 bits a pop.
If you say so.
Take this. You've earned it. When we get buyers lined up, I'm gonna buy a gold toilet to shit in.
It gets cold in the winter. The height of ambition for all of us.
You're goddamn right. Monarch isn't exactly a walk down the lanes of Byzantium. But here you are with all your limbs attached. Call me impressed, contractor.
Do you always send your first-timers into certain peril?
I guess you're just one of the lucky ones. Look on the bright side. You just started and you're already on the path to a promotion.
Well, that's something, I guess.
You've been keeping busy. I hear you took on some extra work at Fallbrook. Catherine says the factory needs some repairs before it's back to working order, but at least it's under our control. Hey, when you were at the slaughterhouse, those swine didn't give you any strange looks, did they?
I could say whatever winked at me. Depends on what you mean by strange.
Like they were hanging on to your every word, scheming. And when you turned around, maybe they just oinked like innocent little idiots.
Well, I could have sworn one of them winked at me.
I knew it. I'm probably getting worked up over nothing. Just try not to think about pigs.
I tried not to.
You never know, you know?
Other than bacon, which is quite tasty. Sure, whatever you say.
Attaboy. I have another job lined up, assuming you're still interested in work. You're gonna salvage me a space station.
Uh-oh.
Heliospheric Research Station 1084, to be exact. I want it. Cobwebs and all. Interested?
Sure, I guess.
Sounds like a major business expansion. It pays to get in on those early, you know.
This opportunity won't come around again, Captain.
How did a research station become salvage?
Right now, it's only salvage on paper. Systems and comms have gone dark. Poke around if you're curious why.
Oh, is that research station that we went to earlier?
While the board lets 1084 gather dust, you're gonna swoop in and plant Sublight's flag. Perfectly legit, perfectly legal.
Sounds risky. Do you have a buyer lined up?
Not this time. The board tolerates our business up to a point. and selling off a station full of their old gear and terminals crosses that point. But if we were to move in and commandeer the station as a sublight south...
Huh, I don't know what happened there. So basically, they want it to be their office. Now, if that's the place I think about, that I think it is, where we went and found the messages, I mean, it's set up to be, I mean, it's got an office there. Just point me in the right direction.
Here, this override bypass should get you into the station's systems where you can plant my flag. And one last thing. When you get there, make sure you aren't followed. We wouldn't want that.
Who are we worried about? Authorities? Competitors?
Both. Neither. Right now, it's safer if I keep you in the dark.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
like
on the
being kept in
heels
the
of
dark.
something big. Play your cards right and I'll clue you in. But right now, I'm not sure who I can trust.
All right.
Just be careful. Someone might try and use you to get to me.
Well, that's probably very true. All right. So, where is that one? Well, I know I got some stuff on Fallbrook. We're on Groundbreaker. I wonder if there's something else on Groundbreaker that I didn't buy. Because this hasn't been completed yet. To be honest, I kind of want to do that. Oh, this is the one that takes me back to Edgewater. So I think that's the one I want to do. Cleaning machine would get me... But we gotta go to Roseway. Not looking to go to Roseway just yet. So we still need to look into that. Okay, so I'm gonna do Starcross Troopers. So we're gonna go back to Edgewater in the Emerald Vale.
You wanna know what I think? I think they ought to make a serial about our crew. Only we have all these secret messages in every episode, see?
What happened to the Code of Silence, Felix?
Hey, why do you always do that thing with your eyes whenever I talk to you? You on the alert, maybe? Looking out for hidden enemies?
Let's just say you remind me of someone.
I bet they were real pretty.
This game.
CNP, I can't believe it's not forced. It's unbelievable.
When might we expect you out here again? Canned Surfish is already sold out again.
I guess this is just not sure why they don't keep it open, but you know, whatever. I don't suppose it matters much. Actually, why didn't I fast travel? That is a good question. Okay, we are in.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Take care. I require a functioning captain to run the ship.
Yes, you do. Alright, so we want to go to Edgewater. Oh, Byzantium is on
We
there
are now
too.
in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
Well, I guess we could take the new kid out, huh? Alright, Ellie, we're gonna leave you behind. We'll keep him, and because this is Parvati's territory, we'll bring Parvati. Just for the fun of it. Just for the fun of it. Oh, huh. So, let's see. Where? Ooh. Well, surely I explored all this before. Alright, let's go to the geothermal plant. This should be cakewalk, though. Especially considering how tough Monarch was. My goodness. Alright. It's kind of nice being back, though. It's you know, nice being on something that isn't Monarch. Wait, I'm going in the wrong direction. Actually, no, I'm not. Well, yes, I am. Okay, interesting. All right. I now see it in the back there. Wasn't sure if those had recycled or not. It says expansion site. I don't know. I mean, I could have sworn that I had cleared all this before. What other weapons do you have?
All right, hushing up.
Oh, I can't remember what is it. That's Q. Yeah, I do remember. Where?
Wow, not even a scratch!
Welcome back to the party. Yeah, I was gonna say we've been here. It's just that now then fresh meat came up. Well, now that I don't have anyone using energy weapons in the party, I could start using my big gun again. But there is a small benefit in not using the big gun. Namely, you don't have to look for body parts. I mean, little ash piles. You just have to look for, you know, the actual bodies. So we did come back here at one point in time. Now I do vaguely remember this, although it's been ages and ages since I was over here. But yeah, I do remember. Don't know why I hadn't picked that up before. This is sealed. Okay, that's not what we want. Woo, tired. Sleeping patterns are all out of whack. All right. Well now, well now. How interesting. That is sealed. Yeah, that's not gonna get me where I want to go. Alright. Everything indicates it's like inside. But I have no clue how to get in there. Maybe with the door sealed. And this would be the logical deal. But how do you unseal the door? Oh boy. What quest is this? Well, I need to look into this. So this is Nyoka's quest. And I wasn't thinking about that when I picked people. So I need, see, it says head in there with Nyoka. That's why we can't, that's why we can't do anything. So we're gonna probably lose Felix maybe. But we're gonna bring back Nyoka. So let me go do that.
Come on out.
I didn't expect Nyoka to start talking again. But basically she says this is the outpost where her folks are, so. Now then we're gonna go over here.
Hey, take a gander. The door's busted.
Rebecca? Anders? You in there?
Huh. Rebecca taught me this once. You can jerry-rig these old locks so as they don't open anymore. But we've only ever done that if we're in a real bind. Here, I'll fix it.
Well, I see dead bodies.
Oh no. Oh no. What did you do?
Oh, Nyoka. I'm so sorry.
What's up?
I thought she would have something to say. Rusty journal. Its display is faded and the buttons are almost entirely rusted through. But you can still make out bits and pieces of what looks like Rebecca's final entry. Law helped me, but Anders was right. We never should have taken this contract. I thought Monarch was bad, but this is unbearable. Everyone here is blind or addled or I don't know what. The towns won't let us walk in without an employment contract. I can't even find someone to send a message. For all the capable folks here, we're stuck. Back home, we had to fight for every meal because there were no meals that you didn't make yourself. Here, there's plenty, but no one's allowed to give you one. We've been stealing bits and pieces of life where we can. Wherever we can. Anderson is about ready to sign up, offer his life in service to Spacer's Choice just so he can take a shower. Clara, I hope to the architect this never reaches you, but in the off chance it does, I want to say I'm sorry. Anderson and I effed up. We didn't take the contract for the bits. We didn't take it because Primal sounded cool. We took it because we wanted out. Monarchs are living hell. We're sick of it. We were sick of getting sick. Of boiled Raptidon and stinking like sulfur no matter how hard you scrub. Of fighting. Day in and day out. We're exhausted. We thought we could use the contract money to find a place here. Settle down. But this place ain't any better. It's just different. We're starving all the same. We should have never left. I just thought maybe we could do better. I miss you, kid. Marauders at the door. Anderson's bled out. I'm on my way. I won't let them get me. Not alive. I've seen what these monsters do.
They were... That bitch! They were all set to abandon us! What would Clara say, huh? Every day she'd ask if we heard from you. And she'd have forgiven you. The kid had a soul that made the sulfur smell like roses. Ugh. Hard to leave your medallions to rot with you, but Clara would want to be buried with her sister.
Well, I guess while we're here, we'll pick up some loot. Nothing of interest there. Oh, man. Good gravy. I cannot believe how sleepy I got all of a sudden. My goodness, it's like the bottom is just falling out completely. Wow. But just some junk, some foodstuffs that, you know, we'd probably end up selling anyway. Alright, let's see if we can talk to... That's Pavrati.
At least I know. Ought to have learned by now that getting one's hopes up tends to open them to being dashed across the stars. I hate to say this, but Clara died thinking her sister was still fighting to get back home. I'm glad. If she were still alive now, it'd break her to know the truth.
She'd still want to know, just the same as you did.
Yeah, maybe. I'm used to disappointment. She was still so naive as to let it hurt her every time it happened. Only thing left is to take these medallions home, which means figuring out how to bait the Mana Queen out of our old base. The most pissed off I've ever seen a queen was when a foreign species was on her soil. I'd wager the stench of a primal might do the trick.
Might do it? I didn't think there was anything about the wilderness you didn't know.
That'd be boring. Half the fun in exploring is the fact that you're on an unknown trail. I've never had the pleasure of hunting primals, but I hear they're all over Scylla. Let's tear a few apart, shall we? I'm sure they've got pheromones. Everything does.
Alright. So Star-Crossed Trooper. So this quest is going to have us go back to Scylla. And that's about that. I kind of want to do this. Let's do this next. Ice Palace. Right, and yeah, we'll go to the interior. May as well. Fast travel right to my ship. And let's see.
Dead center. Next round's on you.
Shh, the captain's coming. Put your gun away. Act casual.
Oh, yes. This'll about do. That's a mighty clean weapon. Yep. Ain't no call for a closer inspection by anybody.
Nice try, girls.
Something on your mind?
Alright, so there's nothing there. Nyoka.
Hey, Cap.
Let's talk about this Gorgon job.
Sure.
We must have already
Right
done
now, I'm feeling like a Canid following a trail of treats. Like I'm being misled at best. At worst, walking into a trap. Keep those eyes open, Captain.
that. Alright, that's it for
Hey,
now.
Cap.
Yep, we're not booting anyone out. No one is being booted. Unless there's a reason to boot them. Which hopefully there's not.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? See you soon, Captain.
I was hoping for something new, but let's see. Oh, this is the station. Oh, that was the relay station. Okay, gotcha. So this will be something new.
We've reached HRS-1084, Captain. It's emitting a very weak docking signal. I almost mislabeled it as normal etheric static.
Alright, let's take Felix. Alright, let's drop Nyoka. Let's bring in Felix. Might need Pravati for the engineering.
We gotta get the power up and running. I'm shivering in my boots here.
That's interesting. This is supposed to be a restricted area, but we don't have any kind of ID card or anything. Okay, wow. Right. Well, it's not like there's anyone to find us. Right, that's sealed. Good gravy. Nothing in the bin. Man, I am so tired. I kid you not. Man, the bottom just like fell right out from under me. Alright. Well, we definitely need some more heavy. What is this? Shipment manifest. Warning, contents may have shifted in transition. Warranty is voided on any and all detonated mines, regardless, of course. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying mines is a fireable offense. Mines are not company authorized decorations, pet or sporting equipment. Mines are not suitable for ingestion. Mines are not eligible for any recycling promotion. Mines are purposely set. Oh, sorry. Do not purposely set. I told you I was tired. I actually read in words that weren't there. Do not purposely stand, sit, or recline on mines. Mines are not your friend. UDL claims no responsibility for any action taken or not taken by mines. UDL recognizes that you could have chosen any remote explosives provider. Your commitment guarantees product quality and safety for many shipments to come. Thank you and have a pleasant detonation. Quality and safety not guaranteed. How lovely. Oh, man. All right. I think I'm going to do a hard save. I think I need to check something. Right. Right, let's see here. I think this was sealed, yeah. Let's check out these little areas. Blue slips, pink slips. Alright, good. More ammo. Nothing there. Alright, so we got some sort of a bot there. Something in a container. Wow, we got a human body in a container. Maybe what that is too. Wow. Kind of freaky.
Let's give these little fellas a wide berth, Captain.
Ah, these are bots. We may be able to shut down everything now. Error, unable to access memory cartridge. Terminal power below 5%. Terminal in maintenance mode. Restore power to station to resume normal terminal operations. Oops. Wrong button. Alright, we're going to pick up the mag pick and the bypass shunt. This should be a door, but if it is, it's not working. Nothing there. Alright, you know, there's steps going up. I'm just gonna take a peek. Using graphics. I don't know why they make this so dang difficult. Right, I do see enemies now. Well, I may not have been able to get in there. Alright, there's gotta be a way. Maybe when it all becomes... we get the power back on. Mind your head. Well, this is a new... ooh, there's a mine. I'm gonna disable those otherwise.
Shh, easy now.
Right, so
Wish I could.
well, that was a bit of a ear ringer, huh? All right, this looks like power. Now this is sealed as well. All these doors are sealed. Probably because of lack of power. Alright, so this was a wasted trip. Alright, and now I think, yeah, we were just in here. Oh, that's what was down. Okay, never mind. Well, now then, I'm kind of wanting to go back over here. Yeah, it's gonna be sealed though. Never mind. I should have guessed. Sealed. All right. Well, now. Now we keep going along this way. There should be another doorway. Oh, there is. And there's mines. All right. All right. So this is a door, but it's not even allowing us to do anything. All right. No one in here. I always love, that's where I keep my ammunition, is in the kitchen. Not in the fridge, though. I mean, literally nothing in the fridge. Well, I got an identity card. So I'm guessing that when we have to start going through when the power is back and you know these things are those restricted areas are back and forth, we'll have to do what we normally do, which is be very careful. Alright, so this was not as helpful as one would have hoped. Like I said, that seal, or that's not even a real thing. But there are stairs down. Alright, I hear droids. Engineering section terminal. Modified generator mode normal. Disabling emergency lighting, activating facility lights, activating security protocols, activating air recyclers, new laboratory scent options selected, flushing toilets, air flushing toilets, great. Okay. Maintenance logs, view facility status report, critical issues 1, non-critical issues 2, critical issue 1. Toilet in the maintenance barracks is not flushed. Replacement part ordered 1,243 days ago. Wow. Non-critical issues issue 1. Sensor. I'm guessing this flashing is not. It's just a terminal and not the game. I mean, or yeah. I think it's the game, not my monitor. I hope so. My goodness. This is a new monitor, or newer monitor. Alta Vita, whatever, gas is leaking from the storage tanks. Toxic to humans. Admin override. Priority set to non-critical. Management does not utilize the gas tank storage room. Issue 2, sensors indicate that the new laboratory scent air freshener is running low. Let's see if we can repair the toilet. Error. Work order exists. Work order was opened 991 days ago. Last access 991 days ago. Return to route. Maintenance logs. Let's see. Alright, exit.
Oh, I see you have activated your holographic shroud, Captain. Excellent. Becoming indistinguishable from an authentic UDL trooper will prove advantageous to your current situation.
What's going on, Ada?
A UDL vessel has been tracking our position and just recently docked with the station. They are patching into the station's transmission lines now. I cannot stop.
I've been waiting for this day since we tagged your ship in Cascadia, Captain. Wait, who are you? No one told me we had security forces deployed on the station already.
Persuade. My team has already handled the issue, soldier. Your squad can depart.
Roger that. Just as a precaution, I'm sure you won't mind if we turn on the station security systems. Can't be too careful. We'd hate to leave this location undefended after a close call with outlaws.
I'm gonna lie. Say, I already activated automechs. Your readout must be on a delay.
That should have been fixed by now. As you say, we'll just head out then. Safe travel, soldier.
The UDL gunship is undocking from the station. They appear to be departing into space.
My dad used to say words have power. You proved them true.
Alright, alright. So what I need to do is we need to go back up the stairs, so this door. Alright. So I'm glad we got the card. I was going to say, I bet you we need it, but I was thinking we were going to need it for the robots. Now, what we need to do now is... There's a terminal over here. I want to turn it off. Yeah, where was it? Well, bloody heck. Was it down here at the bottom of this stair? Might have been.
Whoa, careful where you step.
No, we're not going in there. No, alright, it wasn't down here. Well, who planted the mines in this place? What I want to know. Oh, heck. Where? Where did I see that? I hate when this happens. Well, I know this is a new area, but... I guess because there's no one in here. Let's see, encode key card. Oh. So I gotta go get a blank key card. A transport vessel has been dispatched to HRS 1084. I've taken the liberty of upgrading sensitive materials containment rating of this asset, which means you are permitted to leave with company-branded consumables, but all personal effects must be left behind. That's so bizarre. Do not interfere with the tanks. Clean will dispose of all exhausted assets at this time. It requires ethical correction therapy. Can speak to a spacer care approved alienist. Interesting. Personnel files. Sorry. A note on J. Guthrie. James is gone and he's never said goodbye. I kept telling myself he wanted me to remember him as he was outside of the tank. Or maybe he was just as bad at goodbyes. When I saw what was left of him, I wanted to airlock everyone who let it happen. Who could have said something? You could have said something, James. We were never short on time. No one's keeping me here now. The bits aren't worth it. I requested a transfer. I got the impression I'm not the only one. Note on Chief Kimball. Kimball thinks there'll be trouble once the docks run out of warm bodies. If James was around, I know he'd set her straight. Now that he's gone, maybe I could use some convincing too. She showed up next to my bunk last night. Say if anything happened to her, her password was her daughter's name. I hope it never comes to that. All right, there's the blank card. So let's go ahead and do that again. You have lost blank UDL keycard. You have gained... Oh, okay, that gets me to the electronic control room that we saw earlier. All right. Oh, there is something down here. takes me back in here. Okay. Now, let's go. Let's just see where this ladder goes. Alright, let's stay down. Scientist. With a rifle. What were you hiding from up here? What were you hiding from? Okay. I mean, I gotta try to figure out. That's not where we want to be. Where was good gravy? Man, I hate when I can't remember what, this is nuts. There was that other terminal, but then all the doors bloody shut. Well, it was worth coming back just for that. Okay, wait a second. Loose lips. Ah, here we go. Alright, there's still a body there. That may be James. Down there. Ah, so now we got more lore here. A message to redacted. Of course, Morales, though. You gave those PhDs tanks of nucleon scrambling gas and no warm bodies to test it on. What did you think would happen? They can test on each other all they want, but no one lays a hand on my squad. I'm installing safeguards in case anyone challenges that decree. Alright. From A Kimball to I, or from I Kimball to A Kimball. Alright, Angelica. Man, I don't know if I'm gonna need to remember that. That's the daughter. Remember we had that password deal. ANJELICA. Security routines. Oh, this isn't doing what I had hoped. Well, I saw security routines. It just said security routines. But there is nothing here. Well, looks like we're going to have to fight the old bots after all. I mean, that is experience, don't get me wrong, but I'm doing a quick save real quick. Hee-haw. I don't know what all that noise is. Alright, so we need to go back over here. The shroud stopped working, but that's fine. Alright, that's where we were just at. The Guardians are mostly in their things. Alright, that's barred from the other side. Well, that's still... Alright, I still did not go where I was wanting to go. Go back in. What did I miss? I missed something. Oh, that's right. It was barred from the other side. Never mind. So they did that on purpose to force me to go the long way. Typical game mechanics. Alright. So we've been in there. That's not a real door. We gotta go down. We've already cleared the stairwell. And I'm full up on ammo. Alright. Okay, that was not what I expected. That was not what I expected. It's not even a real door. Oh, weird. Well. Alright, back up the stairs. Let's see. That's where we need to go, but we can't go there because it's barred naturally. There are stairs down this way. Don't remember what's at the bottom though. We may as well go back down just to see. I think this is... Alright, that looks like incredibly dangerous. So we're gonna go in here. Alright, and we'll take that. Take that. What's in here? Oh, yes. Yes, please. We'll take that loot. That tasty loot. Pick up whatever that was. Use the terminal security routines. Disengage checkpoint security. That's personnel files. Log Mama Bear. Kimball came by asking if any docs had been around. I told her what I know. It's been quiet. Just ask Alpha. She walks off with a spring on her step. Okay, weird. Then she requested a UDL Electro Floor 3000 for my checkpoint and a crate of concussion mines. I guess she didn't believe me as she prepared for war. Oh, interesting. So they did this themselves. She's acting like she knows something the rest of us don't. Seems especially uncomfortable around the docks. Alright, return to route. that doing personal file? Yeah. Well, we turned off the things, so at least I thought we did. Oh. Well, that disengaged the electric floor. Ah, crew quarters. Okay. We're gonna find a clogged toilet somewhere. Efficient. Not much here. You got your desk. What the heck is this? Some sort of a... I don't know what that's supposed to be. Looks like a chalkboard type thing. Why you'd need a chalkboard, I don't know. Here's the old shower and the toilet. I mean, if this was a TV, it would make more sense. Alright. Well, they're definitely stocking us up on the ammo. Is it a bucket? Yes, it is. Alright, picking up all the junk. Yep, not a lot here. Alright, so these are the crew quarters. This is where the fun looks to begin.
But they've been left here all alone.
So that is a body of some sort up there. Well, there's another sentry. Holding tank 002. Subject Dr. Claire Purcell. Current status alive, unstable condition. Stasis setting active. Notes. Subject's condition is dire, making sure resuscitation devices are on hand upon a revival. Please hold on, Claire. We almost had it this time, I swear. We'll bring you back with love, and then 3 doctors. What if that's Claire? Huh. Let's check out that first. Subject, Dr. Charles McNulty. Alive, unstable condition. Subject should not be revived until a method for stabilizing his condition is found. Alright, wait a minute. That's Claire. Okay, this is another doofus. That means this is someone else in the middle. I was hoping for a terminal to shut down. The bots are all like kind of hanging in their deals, so we're probably okay. But just in case. Subject James Guthrie. Status alive, extremely unstable, active. Subject will need extensive nucleon resequencing for any chance of viable extraction. Sorry it ended up this way, James. We will come back for all of you and fix this, I swear. Which they did not. So every time they drop one, I wonder if he's aware of me. We got sentinel bots all around. Ooh, you know what? I just realized they may not be going active because I'm in Shroud. Right. Oh, those are those stairs up that we were talking about earlier. Okay, so that goes to where we were at before. Alright, so here's an office. More ammo. It has been 1,217 days since last logged on. Security protocols. Modify system access protocols. Insert sublight override cartridge. Grant sublight remote access to the station. Okay, that's what we wanted. Project summary. Executive research focus. Biological hybridization and assimilation strategies. Goal to further chimeric, well, that's never good sciences, via targeted modification of human nucleon using strands obtained from Halcyon native fauna, aka Raptidon. Nice. Nice. From redacted, station morale. It has become to my attention that a culture of distrust has soured relations between the station's research staff and security personnel. Many of you have submitted requests for early dismissal. To the research staff, the importance of your work supersedes any interpersonal conflict. To our security personnel, there will be no early dismissal. You also notice that your employment contracts has no set end date. We can enjoy a discussion of morale and its impact on the success metrics once the question of humanity's place in the Halcyon colony is answered. In the meantime, get your butts back to work.
Job done. We can go home to the ship, right? I've been missing Ada fierce.
Yeah, I'm sure you have. Let's go to logs. 3 priority entries found from user E. Chartland. We almost lost Charlie. It was a runaway resequencing shift. Once it started, it kept going, spreading beyond the isolated tissues to a full-blown systematic infiltration. He said it was like every organ was itchy. I told him we'd ice him, freeze him until we could work out how to reverse what had gone wrong. Every time Laura walked by me, she rubbed my shoulder and asked me to take a different reading. They didn't need to be taken. It was just to keep my mind occupied. She's been checking on me every hour. For Claire, we had to put Claire on ice today. She and the others drew straw. Claire lost. Change was slower this time. At first, the resequence stayed within the normal parameters, then it spread again, just like Charlie. Tomorrow I'm reaching out to my handler directly. I need some answers. Wonder how Guthrie's doing. I hear some symphony music from under his door. James, this log is being entered by Dr. Fowl. I had to prescribe Dr. Chartrand enough sedatives to knock out a primal. Yesterday morning, Dr. Guthrie and I drew straws to decide which of us would be the next test subject. He drew the short straw. No new developments. After all our sacrifices, it feels like we're miles away from a breakthrough. Eva hasn't forgiven herself for the losses. Maybe some time away from the station will clear her mind. Board confirmed receipt of my report and transmitted our recall notices. We're just awaiting transport. I wish we could take some time away from the project to clear our heads, but we're not even close on that point. Access outbound comm traffic. Alright, so this is from Chartland. Anyone listening on this frequency, the person at the other end says, "Who is this?" Chartland says, I'm the project lead on 1084. I wanted redacted. Says, Station 1084, you have orders to maintain wireless science until a mission end state is achieved. Chartland says, executive override password, whatever, antediluvian. Redacted says, with an audible sigh, what can I do for you, Doctor? The doctor says, the board told me that they would deliver my queries about our transcription problem to the on the Cornelius Vanderbilt. Where are we with that? Redacted says, I'm afraid I can't provide you an updated status at this time, Doctor. The doctor says, the assault cruiser should have arrived on Earth by now. My query was addressed to the Chimerical Research Department at George de Hevesy Institute in Budapest. Redacted says, one of my associates will reach out when we have an update. And the doctor says, when? Aren't you in contact with the assault cruiser? What happened out there? Redacted said, Station 1084, misuse of this channel is a fireable offense, as is abusing your executive override. Save in case of emergencies. The doctor gets pissed and says, damn it, this is an emergency, and the transmission ends. And then they discontinued his executive override. So again, we got this little hint about something.
He might be the finest agent Sublight ever hired.
Hold on, Tick. Don't we know Chartrand from Cascadia?
Alright. Where are you, Pravati? Is this you? No, it's Felix. I don't care about you, Felix. Where's Pravati? Where's Pravati?
Something you need? You want to ask about anything in particular, Captain? It sure is lonely out here on the edge of the colony.
Alright, that's... I was hoping that she had more to say there, because it seemed like we met the doctor. But it's been so long, I just can't remember. So these are chalkboards. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. Alright, Pravati, what do you give me, girlfriend? So she's already given me a boot, well, her... She should be giving me a boost on lockpicking, I think. Yeah, she is. She's giving me a huge boost, and it's not enough. Good gravy. And the most we could probably juice it up is maybe... to 35. Wow. That needs 150. Bowser. So I had the right person for the job, but my goodness. And then it's still not enough. Because even if we give like a lockpick plus 5. Well, I've already got lockpick plus. Oh my goodness. You know, we need to do some repairs. Alright. Well, let's see. Can we get a lockpick on the armor? That's a hack. Well, that would give me stealth skills plus 5, so that would give me another plus 5 on lockpick. I think. So I was at 115. Let's try. That's the one I had before. I should, if I go to skills, it should be up to 120 now. That's not skills. There we go. Yeah. So that's at 120 now. I just don't see, even if we give Felix, you know, weapons usually don't give any kind of, you know, that kind of thing. That's a bad thing about this game. I'd like to just be able to take off something, and that's that. All right, so we got that up there. So now we're at 125, 30. Yeah, we're still going to come up 10 short. Unless I can find something, like, amazing. I don't remember which one I had now. I think it was a pink one. Something like... No, not that one. Like that one. Yeah, that was it. Well, stealth skills, again, that would be another plus 5. And we are just going to be just 10 short, I think. Oh, wow, we're even worse than I thought. Alright. Alright, Felix, let's get you back into some better armor. That was not it. There we go. And let's get this. Oh, wait, no. What's this? Well, he's not using any kind of stuff like that, so I think I'm just gonna do that. Well, I mean, now then they look the same. Almost. That means, let me get, that's right, we gotta get Pravati back into her normal gear. 38, 34. Get her into something better. 38 is that's actually not bad at all. Yeah, that definitely gives her a freaking big old bunch of armor. But we lose 5 stealth skills, so I don't want to do that, so. Yeah, I guess we could leave well enough alone. It's actually okay armor. It's not the greatest, but it's not. It's definitely not the worst. According to my own inventory. Alright. Thought I traded her out and gave her something better, but I guess not. Well, that's kind of a bummer. I wonder what was in that office. I truly do. Alright. What else is there? This is... Alright, so we went in there. There was a big old double door. There it is. Not sure. Alright, we can't do anything with it. Just sparks. Well, according to this, we can leave. I'm just loath to do so. Let's do one last quick scout about. Alright. So I don't think we can go in here. No. We've already done all this, so there's nothing we can do there. Alright. So, real quick. And we could take the stairs across the way. Just to make sure. It feels like I'm not doing something. Feels like I'm missing something. I've gone in there. I've gone in here. Alright, and this was all the crew quarters, and then this was, again, we're back down here. And there are no other exits. What about this? Did we do this? I don't remember this. Maybe we did. Maybe that's where we came down from. This looks like there's another. Oh yeah, that's right, it is down there. Back here. Alright. Sorry, I forget these things real quick. Memory like a sieve. Alright. We had gone down here. And there was that. Alright, so that takes care of that, and then back where we started. Well, it's not a very big station, so I mean. Well, that was interesting. All right, so we're gonna head back. I guess to the Groundbreaker.
Captain, I wish to offer my commendations for convincing the UDL's gunship to leave HRS-1084. I did not favor the idea of being stripped and sold for parts.
Neither did I, Ada. Sarcastic as you
Welcome
may be.
back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
So she doesn't offer much in the way of
What part of the colony would you like to discuss? How can I be of assistance? May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware, luck does not exist. But it seems to comfort humans to believe they possess good quantities of it.
It just feels like she should have more to talk about, but... Alright, let's go back to Groundbreaker. Let's go back to Groundbreaker.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
Yay. Yay, yay, yay. Alright. Alright, we'll just keep the same two that we had before. And we will go from here. Since I don't need to... Well... Well, it wasn't... I mean, there was a fast travel option. Oh, it's because the doors are closed, maybe. But it still should have shown a quest. Quest still, right? Map. Oh, no. Huh. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oops, wrong way. There's the sunlight door. Well, now you look different.
Finally, a base of our own. Soon we'll have eyes on every corner of the system. Well done, Captain.
The base had scientists in suspension tanks. Some might still be alive.
I heard about that. While my lawyers scratch their heads wondering how we deal with human salvage, I'm leaving the researchers in hibernation. Aside from the automated security, did you meet any resistance at the station?
A UDL gunship buzzed the station, but I convinced them to back off.
I knew it. They've been shadowing us since Monarch, maybe even longer. I've been less than honest with you. Your assignments weren't strictly about the salvage business. You might have figured that out already.
Perception. Rare gas and a lab that tested on people. Couldn't have been a coincidence.
You have an eye for patterns. Good. We need more contractors like you. After the Monarch job, I started connecting the dots. I didn't like the picture. Then what we found at Station 1084 confirmed my fears. You and I have stumbled onto something big. Something none of us were meant to know.
The truth about that you would tell both. You had my interest, now you have my attention.
Glad to know it, Captain. Ask yourself why a skeleton crew was studying that Alta Vitae gas in secret. Ask yourself why stockpiles were hidden on a planet full of monsters.
I'm guessing you have an idea.
Before we go any further, I want you to keep an open mind. Can you do that for me, Captain?
Yep, I can do that.
Aliens. I'm talking about aliens. They're the ones responsible for the deaths at 1084, and who knows what else. We have to put a stop to it.
I knew it. Aliens from other worlds been visiting Halcyon.
At least one of your crew can keep an open mind.
But this isn't some aetherwave serial, Millstone. This is reality.
Let's see. So we can question aliens?
Hear me out. I'm saying it's aliens. I'm not asking you to like it. I'm not even asking you to believe it. But I need to act on this threat to the colony, and I can't do it alone.
This doesn't feel at all right, Captain.
Damn, she's serious. Tragic, ain't it? What age does to your mental faculties?
The crew is skeptical. That's good. I don't want you walking into the unknown with blindfolds on. I assume you have questions?
A few.
If we're gonna see this through, I'll need your trust and commitment. Now's the time for setting doubts aside.
When you say aliens, what are we talking about here?
Conspiracy. One carried out with the help of human collaborators, assuming they haven't all been replaced. This is an invasion of our very cells. That damned gas is mixing our nucleon with halcyon biology to twist us, change us, make us more like those monsters on Monarch.
I haven't seen any evidence of aliens.
No kidding. That's how they want it. When I lined up the evidence in my spreadsheet,
feels like
there was only one possible conclusion looking back at me. This is my data talking, not my anxiety or lack of sleep.
Well, how do you know I'm not an alien spy on a mission to silence you?
Sharing my findings took a calculated risk. If you were a spy, I doubt you'd even realize it. Only your cells would know.
Well, that's comforting.
Probably nothing to worry about, as long as you don't start growing tentacles or slowing down time.
Well, to be honest, I really don't know what to make of this, Lilia.
If you don't believe me, go pay a visit to the puppet master who's working against her own kind. Dr. Chartrand is the crooked psychopath behind the gas experiments. She sold out her species, and I need you to put a bullet through her skull.
Why does Dr. Chartrand need to die?
She's a research scientist and a damn good one. Before UDL poached her, she engineered a 0.2% increase in cystipig juiciness. Now she's doing the same thing with humanity. Her fingerprints were all over Station 1084. You saw what she did to her team.
Your concern for the fate of our species is admirable.
You've got me all wrong. I just want to add savior of humanity to my resume. I've got ambitions outside of this office, you know. Besides, this way Sublight gets first dibs on alien salvage.
Let's see. Where does Chartrand fit into your alien conspiracy theory?
We're far beyond theories. Chartrand's logs, the gas, the suspension tanks, how much proof do you need? Wake up, Captain. An invasion needs collaborators working from the shadows. She has access to the board, unlimited funds, and a colony full of sheep.
The labs I passed through didn't seem that evil.
Do you usually come across innocent people trapped in suspension tanks? Because some of us would call that excessive. Remember, the tanks were just the shit she left behind. Just imagine the experiments she carted off to her next lab.
Sounds messy, but I'll take the job.
This keycard will get you through the front door of her Byzantium estate. Don't ask how I got it. You might not like the answer. By now, the other side knows what you're doing. Don't trust anything Chartrand says. She's compromised down to the bone. Maybe even deeper than that.
Well, now, well, now. That is an interesting turn of events. Now, we haven't seen evidence of aliens, like I was saying in my character was saying. But that doesn't mean there aren't any. Granted, this isn't made by the same people who did Fallout, but they did New Vegas, and you know, there are aliens in the Fallout franchise. So, interesting. Interesting. Did not expect aliens to be brought up, to be honest with you. But hey, you know, sometimes that is it. Speaking of it, that's gonna wrap it up for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the subs, by the way, and thanks for all the views on my anime and manga blog at anime.astronerdboy.com. Stream this on Twitch every Friday night, starting at 7 p.m. So, well, when I'm not too busy to do so. But in the meantime, have a good one, and we'll see you in the next video.